Warning, this is going to be an actual review, finally. Hey Len, what? Can you give me advice on a game to review today? Because after the Leg Racers 2 review, I really do want even more views to just make me smile and make me feel that people actually care. So, what should I review? ShrekSmash'N'CrashRacing. What? No, ShrekSmash'N'CrashRacing. It's a Shrek game, so it's bound to get hundreds of views. You know what? Len? What? You are a genius. Da-da! Ah, Shrek. You've been sort of a movie icon. You've had 4 movies, and now you're going to have a 5th one soon. But of course, you've also been an icon in many, many other ways all over the internet. Yes, I am talking about the weird Shrek memes. You've probably seen a few. They're overall pretty weird, so that's why I think this video is going to get a lot of views. But we're not going to be talking about that today. Instead, we're going to be talking about ShrekSmash'N'CrashRacing on the PlayStation 2, which is not a Shrek meme. So, without further ado, let's dive in to the rabbit hole that is ShrekSmash'N'CrashRacing on the PlayStation 2. The story. So, the plot of this game is that Shrek and Gingy have a breath holding contest. Then Gingy loses. Then this has nothing to do with the actual story, so why is this even in here? I don't get it. This is basically just random filler. But then we get to the actual story, where Donkey steals, presumably, a magic wand from the fairy godmother, who, at the end, he doesn't even give it back. Anyway, he steals it from the fairy godmother, and then randomly just turns everything around him into a car. And then, for some odd reason, everyone in the Shrek village, well, at least the people in this cutscene and everyone in the game, decide to have a race. And that's it. That's the story. Nothing more, nothing less. That's literally the entire plot of this game. This is the most little, this is the smallest plot I've ever seen in a game. Seriously, it makes Mario Kart look amazing, and that game doesn't even have a story. This one just has a lame one. So you know what? I'm just going to take this moment to question a few things about this. First off, why does everyone randomly decide to race when Donkey turns everything into a car? Seriously, I don't get it. Yes, now they're all cars, so duh, let's race because it's Shrek. But just because it's Shrek doesn't mean you can just automatically do whatever you want. Also, Donkey, again, never brings the one back to the fairy godmother. So he's basically a thief. Put him in jail. The gameplay. When you start the game, there are 4 modes: single player, multiplayer, options, and managed profile. Yep, off to a good start here. So in single player, there are 4 modes: tournament, cup, challenge, quick race, and time trial. Yep, totally original. In tournament, there are 2 options, conventional and mirrored, except mirrored is locked at the start. Characters are Shrek, Donkey, Princess Fiona, Gingy, Puss in Boots, Prince Charming, Humpty Dumpty, Red Riding Hood, Pinocchio, Three Little Pigs, Goldilocks, and Thelonious. And the first 4 are unlocked from the start, and the rest you have to unlock on your own. Then, if you've played the game, then you can choose if you want to continue your tournament or make a new tournament. One gripe I do have with the gameplay is the loading times. They're way too long. Look, I know the PS2 is notorious for having long loading times, but here it's really annoying. But not as annoying as in LEGO Racers 2. It's just mildly annoying. Rules are simple. You press X to drive, press left and right D-pad or left analog stick to move left and right. You press R1 to hop. You press R2 to look behind you. You press L1 to use items, and you press L2 to use your little special, which is different for every character, obviously. Now, when you are going straight, the game controls pretty nicely, but when you start to turn, yeah, the game can get a bit slippery. But again, thankfully, not as slippery as LEGO Racers 2 on PS2 can get. But overall, the controls are decent most of the time. The graphics. Oh, the graphics actually do look pretty nice. They capture the areas really well, and they do add some nice little details. And in my opinion, the Far, Far Away Castle looks the best, with all the darkness going on and all the lit up areas and all the nice shading on your character. It just looks absolutely beautiful, and the graphics is definitely one of this game's strong points. Again, especially with tracks like the Far, Far Away Castle, the graphics look absolutely stunning, and they definitely look like something that would be shown today, even though this did come out in 2006. The graphics still do look very, very nice. Conclusion. In conclusion, this game gets a 3 out of 5. It has a horribly bland story, decent controls and easy to learn controls, and absolutely beautiful graphics that just look so modern for a game that came out on the PS2 in 2006.